After 100th Cheonshim Won visual devotion, True Mother blessed us to change Cheonshim Won to Cheonshim Won, and it will become the most important providential organization. After 300, she directed us to create crystal name tag or name tablet. Anyways, to spread throughout the branches. And as we went beyond 480, True Mother directed all the leaders to come to be educated about the only begotten daughter, and about Cheonshim Won devotion, and about devotion. She directed us to teach them what kind of miracles we have seen. So for 3 days, up until 3 a.m., everyone must be hoarse. Everyone's voice must be hoarse. But after that, a lot of leaders came back to the churches, but it was really difficult to find the change they have made throughout these 3 days. So True Mother went to America, and she gave the greatest gift to America, which is the Cheonshim Won. Cheonshim Won is hope. Cheonshim Won is a key to solve everything, every problem. With these words, True Mother chose the most precious place for her to rename it, assign that place as Cheonshim Won, USA. So all the individuals must find the number of Cheonshim Won, the providence number through Cheonshim Won, and every church must do that too. And you must, all the churches and yourself as an individual must fulfill all these numbers in order to move heaven's heart. And there will be a moment when you can separate yourself from Satan. And when that day comes, heaven will work through you. Will be able to experience this. So, amongst the HA Cheonju Cheonbo Training Center schedule, the very important schedule is to attend Cheonshim Won special visual devotion. As we put everything of ourselves in this devotion, and we must experience what we know only through our intellect, only through our mind. If we become one with Holy Mother Han, miracle happens. If we only stand with head, that'll be it. We won't be. If you don't experience it, you won't be truly understand what those means. If we say receive a message that this is your Father's office, you should be able to experience it. You must deep root your faith in order to experience all these things. You must realize that Cheonshim Won is a place where you can communicate with all the spirits in the spiritual world, and that can only happen when you deep root yourself, focusing only on Heavenly Parent and True Parents, aligning yourself perfectly, becoming one with Holy Mother Han. You must enter the state, and in order to do that, you must offer utmost devotion. That being said, all those leaders who are working as a public life, attending spirituality workshop for them is very important. Our sister Takashi Aika, she shared very moving testimony. As she came to training center, she was able to experience how serious True Mother's situation is. She realized that everything is different from what she has heard and seen from Japan, and she felt very sorry for not being able to understand and know what's been happening. So we must feel how serious we are. Heavenly Japan is undergoing dissolution with the government. We must experience these serious problems and offer our prayer, hoping the heaven will move. Centering on July 18th incident, if something happens to True Mother, what are we going to do? We must offer our prayer and devotion, cling on to heaven. For those who are not offering prayer and devotion, they haven't felt how serious this is. Heaven is moving the providence. You must feel how serious this problem is. Anyway, she came from Japan and she realized what devotion is. On July 18th, and in a stormy like day when rain poured down, she had a heart that it's okay if she falls down, and she offered devotion after devotion, and she realized what devotion is, how to offer devotion. She also resolved to Holy Mother Han, True Mother. She heard True Father's voice. She met Hyojinim in prayer and Hyungjinim in prayer, and she resolved to become a child who can wipe True Mother's tears, just like Hyojin and Hyungjin. Just like Hyojin and Hyungjin, I will live. That's how she resolved. If she moved forward with unwavering heart, just like this, heaven will bestow abundant grace, abundant blessing to her. Our brother Katsura Akihura, he always had a concern, worries. As a public leader, as Cheonshim leader, he had several problems within himself. But he resolved to attend Holy Mother Han's special devotion workshop. And after he has resolved, the day right after he has resolved, a murder has happened below his apartment. And it's, to be honest, when such incident happens, a wife might say, please do not leave, asking him to stay. But his wife let him go to attend this Holy Mother Han workshop. And also himself, he came regardless of the incident. Anyways, on the 8th day, he realized that True Father is actually educating him. So as you offer devotion at Cheonshim Won, you should be able to feel that your Father is educating you. You should not live based on your own will. You must receive message from True Father, knowing that True Father is scolding you. True Father is directing us. So if you're a leader, you should set a standard where you can feel True Father scolding through this visual, through these messages, through this spiritual. If you're living by yourself with your own will and you cannot feel True Father, what can we do? What can you do? We are entering heaven through the doors of Cheonilguk. We must experience True Father's heart. Thinking that if I act this way, True Father will scold me this way. You must always give and receive action with True Father. So you should always stay centered on Heavenly Parents, centered on True Father, centered on True Mother. Whatever you do, you should always think that, this is what Heavenly Parents, True Parents would want me to do. So you must realize this fact that heaven is next to you, and you live with spiritual world and grow. But if anyways, our brothers felt such lacking part of his life, and he felt like he was stuck. So being stagnant, being stopped at one point means you're basically living a dead life. Your spiritual is that, although I may be living well in the physical world, why is my heart empty? So you must be hunger to receive heaven's heart. And our brother shared his story that on 8th day he was able to feel heaven's heart. On the focus prayer, probably was on the Saturday or Sunday. At that time, as he was watching True Mother's video, he received very deep enlightenment. If I don't see the end, I cannot sleep. I think that's my personality. You saw this video before, right? Truly, True Mother was speaking in very tired, weary face. she has to take medication, the sleeping pill, in order to sleep. And at that moment, he started crying, and his tears endlessly flew down from his eyes. And he realized that if we become one with Holy Mother, he can resolve everything. He's been public leader, and he's been understanding things with his head, and he is now understanding and actually experiencing and understanding with his heart, and moving forward, opening his spirituality. And he resolved to become a leader who has a spiritual power. So, in the spiritual message, in the future, unless you become the spiritual a leader with the spirituality, you cannot stand. So for those, it's not just about the pastors. In all areas, you must center on spirit and truth. You must become such leaders. And only then we can open 21st century, the era of spirituality. If we understand about spiritual world, about the spirituality, we will open an era where we will compete for true love. Because we do not know about the spiritual world, we cannot let go of our greed, causing a lot of problems around the world. But if you truly understand about the spiritual world, if you truly understand about kingdom of heaven on earth, if you experience hell, the era of spirituality, the era of completing for true love will open. So, we are truly moving forward ahead of the world, other part of the world, other secular world. So all of us must become spirituality leader, not just pastors, not just church leaders in every field, economics, politics, art, everywhere. All of us must become leaders. As True Mother spoke about epic history of Chosun Han people of Korea, all the political leaders should be able to listen to heaven's voice. How many times should Mother emphasize on this? So for those who offer prayer, should not be the one who listen to heaven's voice. All the leaders in every field should be able to listen to heaven. That should be their goal. And our brother Akiusa, I truly hope that he become leader with the spirituality, leading our future generation. I truly bless him. And our brother Lee Kwon-woo already showed the model life of such spirituality. So by putting more practice, more sincere devotion, I truly hope that our brother Akiusa to become a leader who can be recognized by people around the world as the great leader. Today, our brother Kang Seung-hwan read a poem which is written by Lee Sung-man, the board director of H.M. Magnolia Hospital. And anyways, the poem title was Singing a New Song, Shall Cross the Jordan River. And True Mother heard this poem, and she actually said that this kind of poem must come out more. Anyway, through our brother Kang Seung-hwan, the announcer, we were able to listen to the poem. You must remember the poem, and with new resolution, new determination, until the time when we cross the Jordan River, I truly hope that you move forward centering on True Mother. As we pile up this kind of our devotion, amazing work will occur to those who can come to training center. One of the members from Dongdaegu Church shared this testimony. Within the Heavenly Parents' grace, I really am grateful for allowing me to attend this special workshop. Our Holy Mother has special devotion workshop. When they offer praise during the vigil, their harmony, grandiose harmony, was truly beautiful. Heavenly Parent who called them during Golden Age, we can see their enthusiasm that Heavenly Parent, you're living through them. How can we sleep? How can we fall asleep? Our young generation has stood on the ground for 15 hours offering prayer and devotion, leveling up their faith, their spirituality. I can feel that. And all those husbands who came, who follow wives, eventually started clapping along, resonating with young people's heart, and they started shouting "아버지 어머니" with desperate heart. And all these was possible because of Holy Mother Han's love. This was one of the testimony they shared as she listened to the 620 offering praise. So if we pile up our devotion, amazing work of heaven will unfold. Amongst the True Parents' words today, the words that we read, from the point centered on True Parents, an ideal history begins, a new culture begins, a new love begins, a new life begins, a new family begins, a new nation begins, a new world begins, and the kingdom of heaven and God's love, Heavenly Parents' love, begins. The words True Parents are not something that can be uttered lightly, nor do they refer to what you have known until now. This is the position where the blood of billions of sacrificial offerings cries out. We received these words. Our brother Igon, the missionary, sometimes say the following: I am 10 years old now. The reason why he says this is because of these words. Centering on these, I think he's speaking those words, that he's 10 years old, centering on these words. With the grace of True Parents, he cured an incurable disease, and his life began anew from that moment. So, a new love begins, a new life begins, a new family begins, and he has set us. He's standing at a starting line where he can create a new nation. All might have counted how many years you've been within the church, but if you still have central evil spirit living in a hell-like life, screaming for salvation and a sense of spiritual, what would happen to that person? What would happen to you if you haven't been living like this? So you must set a new start. You must stand on a starting line. You must make yourself to stand in such line. In order to do that, our leaders should do their work very well. The leaders in the family, leaders in the church, everywhere we have leaders. Last time, I would like to share True Father's message that I couldn't finish regarding his words in the spiritual world for leaders. Let me read the second part. If you cannot believe the spiritual world, you must offer prayer, ask for support so that you can believe spiritual world. You must ask support how we can overcome this trials, especially if the problem that you all have is related to the providence. You must offer prayer and devotion. You must set a condition for True Father to work through you. True Father is not the fact that True Father does not want to work through you. Central figures must offer prayer and devotion in order for True Father to come down. No matter how your members may offer prayer, unless leaders offer prayer and devotion, spiritual world must move in order to substitute the leader. So we need twice more than the devotion that is necessary for leaders to call the heaven. So the more you offer prayer and devotion, we can come down and work through people more easily. True Mother is always, has repeatedly said, what is True Father doing? You're in a standing in a position where you cannot hold your heads up to True Mother. Do you understand my heart? The members are crying out to support, but leaders are not the one who's asking for help from spiritual world, and that caused more sacrifice of our members, and that caused our mother to sacrifice more. True Mother has been asking all of you to mobilize me, but central figures you are not mobilizing spiritual. How can I express this? How can you understand my heart? No matter how many times I tell them, no matter how many times I gave the dream, the central evil spirits that is surrounding them, that causes all the members' devotions to be wasted. All the members' devotion will eventually go to the leaders to cast away the evil spirits. Their devotion, leaders' devotion must be used to guide the members, but if your devotion is used to liberate your evil spirit, how sorrowful is that? So more, if you're a leader, if you're central figures, you must realize your members' devotion, members' sacrifice. You should be grateful about it. The reason why you're there as leader, it's not the fact that you're good. It's not the fact that you have done better. You're there because members offer their sacrifice, offer their devotion, their love to protect you. So the more you're higher up, you must love people below you, and you should become a leader who can understand and cooperate, communicate with spiritual. That is a true leader. You may think that you resolve for True Mother, but you must reflect. Can you make results for True Mother? Can you make results that True Mother will be satisfied? You must reflect yourself. This message is not just for one person. It's for all the leaders and all those who will become leaders in the future. And I truly want to cry out to you. All of you are leaders. It's not just two. If you only have two people, one of them must become a leader. If you have two brothers, one of them will become a leader. That is the Cain and Abel's providence. If there are 12 descendants of Jacob, he has to set one person, which was Joseph, to lead the providence. So always there has been central figures who has led the providence throughout Old Testament age and New Testament age. Even now, so our brothers and sisters, there's always center. Even within the individual's heart, there is a center, which is Heavenly Parent. You must center on Heavenly Parent. Taking, give, and receive action with Heavenly Parent to become one with Heavenly Parent. That is the goal that you must strive for. When we think about this, as that being said, all of us must realize that centering on the words that we receive today, we must move forward. You must have such heart and resolution, and I truly hope that you stand in a starting line to begin a new life. Last night, we received a spiritual message. John the Baptist came out and gave us his revelation. So John the Baptist written very specific about how he was able to leave his gospel. And tomorrow I will share this message, and I truly hope that you set a standard where you can follow heaven's will and set a new start tonight. For living Heavenly Parent to work through you, where He resides in Cheonshim Won, please empty your hearts and become one with heaven's heart and offer devotion so that you can receive the grace and love the Heavenly Parent is bestowing upon you. 아주. Let us give another big round of applause to President Lee Gi-sung for giving us his words for us to resonate with heaven.